Welcome to Oilers Nation Everyday with your hosts, Tyler and Liam.
Tyler, just relax. It's just a 3-game win streak. Almost every other team has one in the league.
Let's go! Woo! Let's get into it with the lead.
There you go.
When was the last time we did this?
McDavid's contract signing. They feel like they're on the same level right now.
What a time.
Well, grab a glass, Eli. We have to do a cheers. Right up there. Get your little arms up there.
3 in a row. Three in a row. Yeah, we up.
Yeah.
City boys. Yeah, you can come here, Eli. Attaboy.
Nothing can stop us.
Nope.
Eli got a bit
I'm
of
all the way up.
ginger ale if you want to mix.
Yeah.
Okay, Aaron, get over here. We'll do a cheers.
Hey, guys. They
There you
said
go.
we'd never do it. They said the Oilers would never win 3 in a row. Woo!
Hey.
Happy Friday, Nation
Way to
citizens.
go. Wow.
We did it. All right.
Grab a glass and join us. Send your champagnes in the chat.
Champagne's in the chat.
Pinky's out. Pinky's out.
Pinky's up.
Northside Norm's in with $20. Told you, Tyler, 2 more periods to give us something to be excited about, and I guaranteed the win. Yes, the Edmonton Oilers win a hockey game. The Edmonton Oilers have won 3 consecutive hockey games for the first time this season. They said it would never be done. Welcome into Oilers Nation Everyday. We are live from the Sports Closet studio. Check them out online at sportscloset.ca. Maybe you want to celebrate by getting a new jersey.
Maybe you should. You go get your Hyman ones.
I'm going.
Draisaitl, McDavid, the only guys on the team. Bouchard. Sorry, okay, I forgot.
So I'm torn. I do want to get one of the new alternates. Sports Closet, if you're listening. Hit
I
me
got
up.
one. They're sick.
I want one of the new alternates. At first, I was like, Zach Hyman, I owe him the respect because he's been such a good Oiler, and I don't have a Hyman yet. I got a Nuge, McDavid, Draisaitl, and Puljujärvi. But I was like, I think
Yeah, we all have the white elephant.
I want to do a Hyman because I feel like he deserves my respect in that sense. Mm-hmm. But damn, do I kind of want an Evan Bouchard jersey.
Yeah,
I feel like I got to rep my boy when I'm at the games and people are being like, oh, Bouchard.
Tyler, you need a boost.
Right?
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah.
The only single-digit number jersey I have, 2010 Taylor Hall.
That's a good one.
Number 4. That was my first Oilers jersey. I was such a boy back then.
Just a wee lad. Welcome into the show, everybody.
Welcome.
Show's a presentation of Bet365. By the way, download the app today. Use the promo code NATION. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Did you hear I live bet the comeback last night?
What was it?
I got 575.
Oh, I did right after the first period, so I only got 375.
Yeah,
Oh, I
they
didn't-
scored the first goal, and I was like, they're winning this hockey
It
game.
was
I know
575 when it was 3-1?
3-1.
Oh,
They got a
shit.
power play, and then I was like, boom, I'm in.
Well, to be fair, there was only like 16 minutes left
Yeah.
when they did that. So
No, that's
should be
fair.
all right. I didn't do that last night. I got a couple other things. Believe it or not, I placed out my Bet365 challenge bet, missed it, did another one, hit it.
What'd you get?
I did McDavid 2 points, Hyman point, Oilers over 4 goals.
All I hit was the live bet.
Oh, and I did Draisaitl goal, Hyman goal.
Our good friend Ravina Brar in the chat just dropped in $140 for the Ben Stelter Foundation. Unbelievable donation by Ravina. She said, 3-peat, right? Let's go. Thank you for the donation. That is very generous. A great way to kick off a Friday show that should be a lot of fun. Our friend Ryder is going to join us in a little bit. We're going to do a little Is It Cake with Ryder? Throw him a couple of questions. Lots of stuff to get to with him. Some trade rumor talk a little bit later on in the show as well. We'll do a What's Trending and a full game recap as well as a moment of the game. So plenty to get to, Liam. Just got to quickly pull something up here. Did you at any point, like, how do I want to word this? Did you stop believing during that game last night?
Oh, yeah, I turned it off.
You did?
I put it on my phone. And I started watching How to Get Away with Murder instead on the TV. You ever seen that show? I know you haven't. It's a really good show. If you haven't watched it, Viola Davis. But yeah, how could you not stop believing? They were brutal for 2 periods.
Brutal.
Like, it was so obvious that Askarov wasn't even playing well.
Oh my God, that guy can't. We'll talk about him in a bit.
Couldn't catch a cold.
He can't. Good line.
Unbelievable.
Unfortunately, that's a bar.
My friend texted me, and I'll give him credit. His name's Braun. And he texted me earlier.
How do you spell that?
B-R-O-N, Bron.
B-R-O-N. Just a short
Is that
version.
short for Bronson?
Bronson, yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So he texted me at the end of the second period and said, saving my Askarov joke for the next game. And I said, good call. Put a bookmark on that one. As the game ended, Askarov, more like Askarov. So that was good. I'm glad he got that one out of there.
That's
but
funny.
I mean, to be honest though, like it became so obvious that like he just didn't have it, and all the Oilers needed to do was to go to the net after they were shooting the puck, and they might have got a goal, and then they did it once and got a goal. Like that's all the Draisaitl goal. He just couldn't hold it again.
Just went to the net. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
and he just
Askarov
pumped
could
it
not.
in.
His rebound control, you're right, was just horrendous. He's a lunatic. That's
Yeah,
what he is.
He's
Dude, he was like going behind the net while the Oilers were cycling the puck to try like break up plays. Like he's a legitimate crazy person.
He was dropping his stick, dropping the puck. He was all over the place.
he reminded me a little bit of he obviously he's Russian.
Yeah.
He will get compared to Russian goalies his entire career. And I will compare him to one right now.
Okay.
Brizgalov.
Yeah, a little bit, eh?
Like, just like you don't really know what his next move is. Like, I'm not surprised. I was surprised, admittedly, that like his numbers were so low coming into the game. He had an 8.52 in January, and he obviously he looked to be a good goalie. Last time the Oilers played him last season, he allowed 2 goals on however many attempts it was. But yesterday, he just seemed like a shell of himself, and just really seems to be out of rhythm. And it's not surprising that San Jose gets in these like huge runaway games so often when he's in goal.
He was crazy. Let's do our full game recap. It's brought to you by our new friends at Derrick Dodge. It's the beginning of a new chapter at Derrick Dodge. They're under new ownership, bringing a fresh approach, new energy, and a renewed focus on customer experience. And right now, I mean, you see it on your screen, buy now, go to Vegas. They have an unbeatable deal on with every vehicle purchase. You will receive a trip for 2 to Las Vegas. You drive off the lot with a new whip. They'll give you flights and accommodations for 2 to Las Vegas. That's tough to beat. Visit them, 6211 104th Street Northwest, or at DerrickDodge.com. Skirt, skirt. So we already got over the fact that Askarov is just an absolute crazy person. The Oilers, that through 40 minutes, may have been the most pissed off I have been watching the Edmonton Oilers this year. Like, you go back, that Islanders game, Sorokin was playing great. They were getting chances. There was an effort level that you, like, respected. That was fine. Even that New Jersey game, maybe this one was more frustrating because, like, the New Jersey game, I was like, boy, it's weird that they're playing so lifeless, but, like, one-off. For them to do it again against San Jose, 10th chance you have to win a 3rd game in a row. You've noted that in those other 9 opportunities, they basically never even had a lead.
Yeah.
Like, they come out and play flat. For it to be happening again and for there to be so many self-inflicted problems in that hockey game was just absolutely insane. Like, the first one, that drove me nuts. I mean, okay, you have the horrible turnover. 2 of them, you could say, by Ryan Nugent-Hopkins on the first goal of the game. Did not love that.
Before you even get too far ahead, I didn't even have my stream on in time to see the first 2 goals.
Jesus.
I have a Macklin Celebrini future, so I get notifications every time he gets a point.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, shit, it's 1-0, 20 seconds in. And by the time I put my phone in my pocket, my dad had texted me again and said, this is a joke. I pulled out, it was 2-0. I'm like, how is this happening?
2 goals
It's
in
unbelievable.
95 seconds for the Edmonton Oilers. Do we want to watch these on the big board real quick? Yeah, like that again. Like that puck, first one has to get out by Ekholm. That's horrendous by Ekholm. If Bouchard did that, people would be killing him. Second one has to get out by Nuge. Nuge has to control that puck. Connor Ingram, I don't want to blame him on this one because, again, it's like a pretty clear and like tough to handle 2-on-1. But Connor Ingram can't even like make an effort on it. Like Nuge has to do something. It's poor puck play. It's poor puck play from Ekholm and Nuge.
It kind of looks like Ingram is not prepared for it, but you're
Not at
right.
all.
There's so many other mistakes before it even gets to him, and he wasn't perfect last night by any means.
No.
But yeah, usually we've kind of been able to see him, I think, have more control in his game than what we saw in that moment. But overall, just like Ekholm and Nuge, figure it out, guys.
Yeah.
You're playing literal like guys who have probably have like 150 games combined between them. All 5 of them.
It's 1-0. Sharks make it 2-0. Adam Gaudette with the goal. Again, this one, 25 seconds before this, Leon Draisaitl gets the puck in the bottom of the, or right on the faceoff circle, more or less, and has a chance to rip it and instead passes it into a whole bunch of traffic. Again, chance for the Oilers to make up for their bad start. They then have just a horrendous line change. Who is that demon?
I think it's Wallman.
Just stupid lack of attention to detail. Like, the way we can sum up the first 95 seconds, from Ingram not being ready on the first goal, the Nuge turnovers, the Ekholm turnovers, Draisaitl not shooting the puck, the dog shit change by Jake Wallman. They were unprepared. They came into this game with an unserious and unprofessional approach. I know they win. I'm pissed off watching this again.
Yeah, they just weren't ready. And they underestimated their opponent, and they were punished for it. Even the third goal, like, I know it came a little bit later, and there were some decent moments between the second and third goal. I think Freddie had a couple of really good chances, and there was one other one too. But it's like, even before we even get to this point, like, it's unlucky of Bouchard, like, he just fucking hits him. What are you gonna do?
And then after the game, I was listening to an analyst who was like, Bouchard's got to do a better job. Oh my God. Again, if that was any other defenseman on the Oilers, no one's groaning in the stadium or saying he's got to do better. It's shit luck. It's bad luck. He actually plays this really well. Let the goalie make the save and take the other guy's stick so he can't score on the rebound.
He's skating out of the way.
Yeah. Ingram, it just
goes,
hits him. It's no one's fault.
No, it just hits him. Like, Ingram makes a save, it just hits the goalie. The problem comes further up the ice when Draisaitl tries to force it between three sticks unnecessarily. Like, sometimes the backhand passes are great, and it's like Bouchard. Like, I don't want him to stop doing that stuff because it works so often too, but it's just like, sometimes putting the puck in the corner is still a good play.
Okay, Davin comments a lot. You watch every day, so I don't want to be like whatever to you. It's just I have a problem with these narratives. Davin goes, Wallman has to be playing hurt. Enough of this shit. Enough making fucking excuses for guys who are just playing like garbage. Wallman's been brutal the last week. Nurse has been, I think, pretty brutal the last week. I know he scored the other day. That's great. But, like, too many of these guys are playing like shit. Leon Draisaitl through 40 minutes last night. If they go back and watch that film, Leon Draisaitl should be embarrassed. And I'm sick of people, whenever these guys show up unprepared and don't play hard, going, well, they must be hurt. They do stupid shit. Oh, I wonder if they're hurt. No, they need to fucking play better. If you're hurt, go sit in the press box and get better. Get back up to 100%.
The other thing, too, they obviously loaded up their top line yesterday.
They had no choice because Leon was obviously just going to play pissy until they fucking did it. He wanted to play with his buddy last night. He had no interest in doing anything else other than playing with Connor McDavid last night. Do you think that's too harsh on Leon?
Well, that's just what I was going to say.
Oh, really?
Well,
I'm fired up.
I know. They won, by the way. They got it figured out. And here's the first goal from Leon Draisaitl that got them going.
And of course it's Leon, because we're so pissed off at him through 40 minutes.
Well, he just didn't play very well. And he goes to the net after Askarov couldn't handle another puck. It's a pretty simple formula, and it took him till the third period to figure it out. I was amazed. I was really amazed that, like, they just couldn't see that everyone else was watching.
But, like, this is every game when they struggle. We sit there and go, hey, guys, quit trying to skill your way out of this. Puck on net, go get the rebound, right? Did you have more to add on Draisaitl? I feel bad that I cut you off with my rant.
No. I'm good. Let's move on.
It's just, I kind of do have more to say.
Go on, then.
I ain't done yet. I cannot stand when and I know it's like and this is what people are going to be like, you're doing the same thing to Draisaitl that the Bouchard haters do to Bouch, and it's whatever. And I guess when he does the thing where he, like, shrugs his shoulders and glides off the ice, there was one yesterday. He's inside this blue line, and he glides the whole way to the bench, and the Sharks just get possession.
I wasn't happy with that unit in the end of the second period, too. They took close to a 3-minute shift in the offensive zone, and I didn't like that because you've pinned the other team in. You're already at the advantage because they're getting tired. Let the other guys come out and get some fresh legs. Like, that shift ended because they got exhausted and couldn't keep the puck in anymore. They could have got a goal there. They ended up getting one anyway. It didn't ultimately matter. But it's stuff like that. It's like when people talk about, like, well, the minutes aren't being distributed. Mm-hmm. Well, those guys stayed out there for 3 minutes. Yeah. Like, you can't drag them off the ice. It does come down to those two, Draisaitl and McDavid, looking at their teammates and be like, we trust you to go and get a goal too.
Yeah.
And they don't do it.
That comes back to the role conversation, right?
Yeah, totally.
I'm with you. So anyways, like, and that's, I guess, just the difference too between, like, Connor and Leon is, like, last night, do I think Connor McDavid was good through 40 minutes? No. But do you question his effort at any point?
No, and I don't really question Leon's effort anymore because it's just what he looks like.
It's just who he is, yeah.
It'd be the same thing with Bouchard.
Yeah.
It's like what you just said. If like Bouchard looks lazy. He's not lazy. He's just the way he skates in his body.
But Bouchard doesn't have a tendency that's as blatantly annoying as Leon's line
I don't know.
changes.
Sometimes when you see like the breakaway and he just stops skating, that's people get upset with that.
Oh man, that pissed me off.
Okay, let's keep going.
You're saving me from myself a little bit.
What else are we gonna add?
Yeah. Okay. Fine. 3-1.
3-1. What was this one?
McDavid.
This was a good goal. Draisaitl with the pass. 3 points for Draisaitl yesterday. I mean, it just did take the big guns to come through for them at the end of the day, and they pushed all the way to the end. It did feel like they were going to get it, but also the point of like, why do you have to keep doing this? But also, why are we so surprised that they just keep doing this?
This is such a rocket of a shot. And again, this goes back to like when they pass up all those opportunities early in the game, then you see them do shit like this, and you're like, but why do they not want to win games 8-0? Because they could win games 8-0, I feel like, if they chose to.
Yeah, I think so too. And I saw someone comment this on After Dark yesterday, being like, well, they won't get away with this in the playoffs.
They literally do.
They always do.
Every single fucking time.
Every season, they get away with it. They literally went 3 games without allowing a goal last season in the playoffs after playing like garbage for basically 82 games. Yep. And they just did. So, yes, you can get away with it in the playoffs. And they will again. I promise you they will.
Have you watched any of their series against the LA Kings? It's basically this fucking game 4 times and they win them.
Ryan says the Oilers only need 20 minutes. I think they need 5.
Yeah, last night they needed 3.
They might have played 5 good minutes yesterday as a whole.
3-2. I had a great view for not just the McDavid goal, but I obviously from the corner where I sit.
Yeah.
I had a great view of this Leon Draisaitl pass to Bouchard before the puck is even like on Leon. He is looking and he sees Bouch open up. Like he read the seam so well is what I'm trying to say. And then, Evan Bouchard, as he does. Is he the most clutch player on the Oilers? Ooh, don't answer that. That's a good, is it cake question for Ryder?
Yes, he is.
But like the answer might be yes.
I mean, it's hard to think of someone else.
Can you think of a player, like Leon had the OT winner in the Cup final last year, but can you think of a player who's had more big goal last minute moments than Evan Bouchard? I can think of so many off the top of my head. Maybe we'll do that with Ryder.
I can just think, like, some reason Corey Perry keeps coming into my head, but maybe that's just a Cup final goal.
Which was a shot by?
Probably Bouchard.
Bouchard that he deflected.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great point. Hopefully one day he's good enough to get ahead of Drew Doughty on our roster.
Evan Bouchard, just another casual 3-point night. Just wakes up, yawns, stretches, goes and puts up a multi-point performance. And then in overtime, Zach Hyman gets away with maybe a little bit of interference here. Oh, yeah. Maybe just a little bit.
Good change by Leon.
Good change by Leon. Attaboy, way to hustle off the ice, Leo. That is so funny that a good Leon change leads to this goal. Timothy Liljegren, what is he doing?
He's shoved into his own goalie.
I guess. Yeah, but like he gets up and stumbles again. Hyman fires it off of the guy who he just cross-checked, and the Edmonton Oilers win. And the more you watch it, the more ridiculous it is.
I want to see it one more time because he probably did. Did Liljegren get in the way of Askarov?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He straight up hits him. Okay. Yeah, he definitely hit him. Yeah. God damn it. It's hard to review this game. Because you look at, like, when I was watching this game, laying on my couch, I was only murderers. How to Get Away with Murder was on the TV. I had it on my phone, and then my fiance was doing a puzzle. I'm like, 3-1.
What goes on in your house?
So 3-1. I'm watching on my phone, no sound. And I just laughed. I was like, it's 3-2. And she goes, I bet they tie it. And I just laughed. And she's like, 3-3? I was like, you betcha. They did it. She said, she's like, they were terrible.
They almost won in regulation.
They did. They really did.
Like they had some legitimate looks there.
That's why it's just like a bunch of us tweeted last night, this team is so dumb, but so fun. And I just think about it as like, why do we worry about it? Like, why do we care how they win games in the regular season? Like, it really is so irrelevant. Mm-hmm. They win. They figure out how to win. There'll also be games where they're terrible like they were last night, and they'll lose.
Last night was one of the weirdest post-game shows I've ever had to do because I spent 50-ish minutes seething with rage writing down so many things. I'm pissed about this, pissed about that. Then the moment they scored that one goal, I was like, they're going to win it, so I better profit. And I was like borderline like upset that they won. It was weird that they can't keep getting away with this, with not showing up for such long stretches in a 10th opportunity to win 3 games in a row. And you take a shit out on the ice like that, but then completely redeem themselves in the end. It's like, Liam, you keep coming. Why am I surprised?
It's not.
I even bet the comeback, and I was still surprised. It got me in a tizzy right now.
All right, one more quick thing here. Our Bright Dental Bright moment of the game brought to you by Bright Dental, a family dental office located in St. Albert. Open Monday to Friday from 8 to 8. Bright Dental is a Blue Diamond Invisalign provider. I was an Invisalign guy. Cannot recommend it enough. Schedule your free dental scan with Bright Dental today. They offer a full range of dental services. Visit them online, brightdental.ca. With that goal, Evan Bouchard, and then the point in overtime, he's now 2 points clear of any other defenseman in the NHL in points on the season with 59, and his plus-minus is better than 2 of the other top 5. He has a better plus-minus than Quinn Hughes and has almost 4 times the amount of goals as Quinn Hughes this year. He has a better plus-minus than Zach Werenski.
Really?
Yeah.
Werenski.
Even strength points, he now has more even strength points than Cale Makar on the season.
His month of January
Power play merchant.
He's averaging 2 points a game in January. The whole month, 11 games, he's averaging 2 points a game.
He heard those Olympic announcements and just gave the big old William Nylander finger to everybody.
You want to do it again?
No, not right now.
Okay. Now's not the time. There was, again, I have to stop getting mad at people in the crowd and like whatever. There was a lady sitting row behind me, 3 seats to my left, who last night during the third period said, "How do you watch him play? He's brain dead." 2 points a game in the month of January.
It's the same argument with the idea that the Oilers aren't going to win playoff games.
Yep.
It's like, no, they actually will. Evan Bouchard's a good player.
Yep.
The grass is green. Sky's blue.
Snow is white.
Snow is white. Unless you piss on it, then it's yellow. It's just what all these people seem to want to do.
Depends on hydration levels, Liam.
Actually, decent point.
Rain on my parade.
Tyler's drinking electrolyte drinks
piss
left, right,
on
and
it.
center.
I'll piss on my parade. God.
Let's bring in our guest for the day. Ryder from The Sauce joins us. He's brought to you by Oodle Noodle. You can take advantage of the value menu deal. Add 2 green onion cakes, 5 spring rolls, or 6 wontons to your order for just $2 on any signature or premium box. Ryder, weekdays, 9 to 11 on The Sauce YouTube. You brought a glass, so I'm assuming I'll pour for you.
Thank you.
This is a 2025.
Champagne isn't
That's
supposed
good.
to age.
Really?
I like how Liam, yours was right to the brim. Like, didn't have a pint glass you could drink it out of.
It's because he's mixing his with ginger ale.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's cutting it a little bit, which I'm actually kind of jealous of.
Our dishwasher, we just put the dishwasher on for the first time in like 3 weeks. Is it done?
No suds yet.
Yeah. But we ran out of dishwasher tablets, so I just put dish soap in.
Cheers.
Which can tend to lead to massive
Cheers.
amounts of suds and bubbles out of your dishwasher. And
Yeah.
I keep checking it every 5.
we're gonna
You
get
got
away with it.
eyes?
Should be
You got eyes
fine,
on
maybe.
We got eyes on the dishwasher. Were you surprised last night?
I was surprised I curled for the first time last night.
Ooh.
Our team
nice.
fired things up. We're rock hard, tied first game. Get in the car, wrapping up the first period. They say the shots are 12-8 for Edmonton. I didn't know the score at that point. I was like, oh, that could be, 2-1 or 1-0. They're like, down by 3. I'm like, what the hell? So I was pretty surprised then, but then I was driving home and I was like, I'm going to bet on this comeback because we all do. So I got $650 on a $20 bet. I'm flying.
Nice.
Next time we celebrate 3 in a row, I'll be bringing a 2024.
Ooh. Old champagne. The Edmonton Oilers last night had the final 15 high danger scoring chances of the hockey game.
Whoa.
They had 15 straight before San Jose got one. Obviously, they never got another one because Edmonton won the game. But that's just crazy. Like, that third period was the definition of dominance. Like, San Jose at 5-on-5 in the third period had 3 shots on goal. If you go all strengths in the third period, the shots were 10-3. The shot attempts were 28-8. The Edmonton Oilers attempted 28 shots on goal in 20 minutes in that hockey game.
I don't
Belt ass.
understand why people get so mad for a game like that in mid-January. Like, is the reason we're watching the Oilers because we want to be entertained? because
agree.
that was incredibly entertaining. It's like an okay movie with just one of those endings that you're like, whoa. That's how I walked away from that game. Like, I can understand how you're a little disappointed with their performance, but we're just paying or not paying, watching at home, to be entertained. And that was as entertaining as it gets, especially Jack's call was incredible.
Yeah,
It's like the other day when I think people, Szymanski only played 7 minutes. So, yeah, you think Szymanski was going to help them come back against and hold on to whatever lead they had against the Ducks? Like, no, he wasn't. I want to see the best players play as often as they play. I don't really give a shit how the minutes are distributed. They will end up working out that way, but like last night, load them up. Like then Frederick's not winning him the dang game. He could sit on the bench for the entire third for all I care. The best players are winning him this hockey game.
You get paid 12.5 and 14.
Go
for a
win me
reason.
the game.
Go out there and win the game. And they've said that before. That's why we get paid.
Well, and how sweet is it to set the precedent that we're the comeback kids? Because then a team gets a couple goals and they just never feel comfortable. Like the Sharks looked like they were going to be beat that whole third period. Yeah. And I think the idea of the Oilers doing this on a regular basis is scary as hell for other teams because it's embarrassing to be up 3-0 and give it away in the third period.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially, you're a team like San Jose who's trying to have, some amount of playoff aspirations this year, and you choke away a point like that.
Freddie was good last night. I didn't mean to throw
Freddie,
some strays at him. People taking it the wrong way.
Yeah, like the only, just looking at the bottom six, I liked Szymanski again last night.
Thought he played fine, yeah.
Thought Roslovic was fine.
I thought the fourth line was unbelievable.
Yeah, I thought he had a great.
Their expected goals for was 89.9.
Curtis Lazar, I think, had a rare off game.
He was having equipment issues.
Okay.
You were at the game, so maybe you didn't see.
Yeah.
He went down the tunnel like 3 times in the first period. So he blocked a shot.
And his skate blade went a mile in the air.
Yeah, he went straight off. And then he came on, played a shift, went back off again, missed it like 2 shifts. So I think his boot was kind of...
I just got angry when they were about to get a power play, when they were down 3-0, and then he just dummied that guy in front. And it was like, if you're going to be a fourth line guy, like, you can't make mistakes like that actively cost your team chances.
What a dive. I thought that was such
Really?
a dive.
I don't
Into his
think-
own goalie. He bumped him with his shoulder.
I don't think it would have been a penalty if there wasn't a penalty already on the play.
Yeah, that's fair. It was just a chance to even it up.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what happened.
Yeah.
I know. I was kind of mixed on that too. I was like, nothing's happening, trying to spark a bit of life, but you took away the power play. I don't know.
Did you see the shot of Celebrini in between regular play right before overtime on the bench?
No.
He just looked so rattled that they had given up the lead. And I was actually going to cash out just because it was already a big win before overtime.
Yeah.
But they looked devastated. And I was like, the Oilers are finishing
San Jose didn't touch the puck, did they?
They had one clearing attempt and they threw it right into Draisaitl.
Well, that's right, yeah.
Well, how long is Celebrini going to put up with this?
Yeah, how long until the Leafs are convinced that he's coming?
Yeah,
the Leafs fan
Vancouver.
base
He's from Vancouver. Surely he's coming home.
Aaron, can we play the clip of him trying to convince the ref that they shouldn't get a power play? Seeing this in real time was insane. And I thought maybe watching it at the game. So, again, I had a great view of this, and I'm like, he's trying to decline the penalty. And then I was like, maybe I'll get a better view of it and can do some lip reading when I watch it back again. But he straight up was telling the ref, I didn't get hit. What?
Yeah, it's an interesting.
I liked it because do you remember when Crosby came into the league? He was known as the guy that whined constantly.
Yeah.
And I think Celebrini is aware enough of his potential legacy and doesn't need to be the guy that fakes for penalties, that overacts when something like that happens. And I bet he just realized that, wow, I threw my head back really hard for not getting hit in the head there.
Yeah.
I thought it was a classy move. I liked it.
If I'm a veteran on that San Jose team, I think I'm pulling him aside and going, hey, man, that's all good. We want the power play.
Yeah.
Shut the hell up.
Yeah, it's one of those ones where you're almost sure, though, that they're not going to score on it. Just if the hockey gods are legit.
Yeah.
And they killed it.
Yeah.
But, if an Oiler did that, I would be sitting here today roasting them.
Especially if we were down
It's
3-0 at that time.
Yeah.
Up 3-0, maybe a bit of
Yeah,
a different
that's fair.
vibe, but
Yeah, I think if it was an older player, it'd be a bit different, but a younger player, I can see why they turned to do that. If that was Toffoli, for example, I don't think Toffoli is the one being like, nope, didn't hit me. He's probably just like, oh, my teeth.
Yeah.
Well, Celebrini's like, I got to try and build my reputation.
I've
I
always-
don't know. It's interesting. I don't know. I don't think I would have been like, hey, it didn't hit me.
I've always wondered why, especially like in important games, playoff games or playoff pushes, why when a guy gets high sticked near the mouth, they don't like bite their lip intentionally. Like
I think it's way harder than you think to make yourself
I think
bleed.
your brain would stop you from doing that.
It's like saying that, like,
Yeah.
apparently
'Cause I say
you
it
can
too.
bite your fingers off. Like, your fingers are just as strong
why
as
would
a
you
carrot.
do that?
But your brain will never let you do it.
You have the
Oh,
power
yeah.
to do it, but your brain won't let you.
Also, was there not an incident with the Oilers? Maybe it was last year, maybe it was early this year, I don't know, where a player was bleeding inside their mouth and the ref was like, we're not giving you 4 for that.
Yes, there was.
There is a rule that the blood has to be outside of your mouth.
I believe
Oh.
so, yeah.
Interesting. I was gonna say you could have freezies on the bench. You know, those would
Oh,
always touch you
yeah.
right on the inside of the lips.
Joker cuts.
Have a bite of freezy and then
You got a Joker smile.
I mean, if your gums are bad like mine, you can kind of just like swish things around and apply some tension. And
floss a little bit, get the blood going.
Just have one pop.
look,
Yeah. Bright Dental.
Bright Dental. Yeah, shout out Bright Dental. Okay, we're gonna play a little game. It's called Is It Cake?
I love this.
Do you know the show?
Yeah. Probably the worst show on television.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Again, at some point, we need to just stop having ideas. But I mean, it's true.
It's
We've
true,
done enough. I give an idea, and you agree or disagree with it. You say it's cake or it's not cake. Cake, obviously good. Not cake, bad. How did this start again? Jay told us to do
Jay
this.
asked us if something was cake, yeah.
Or we were doing like a this or that thing, and Jay was like, this is just like that show. Is it cake?
Yeah, that was it.
Evan Bouchard is the most clutch player on the Oilers. Is it cake?
I think it's probably cake.
It's cake. It was
Yeah.
Draisaitl from his spot in
cake.
previous years.
Yeah.
But his spot just isn't his spot as much this year.
Teams know it.
Yeah.
Which in a way I think has actually helped the Bouchard thing because I
Yeah.
think guys are over committing and goalies are even always like when the puck goes back to the point, they're like, oh, is it going back to 29 in his office there? I do think that kind of helps. That also goes back to the point of like shoot the puck more and other opportunities will open up. But I think it's cake. Like let's think of all the clutch goals Evan Bouchard scored. LA last year.
Vancouver in the playoffs.
Vancouver in the playoffs to win that game with 30 seconds to go, and then the OT winner that he banked in off Carson Soucy.
Oh, right.
That was great.
Oh, yeah. Ian Cole.
Oh, yeah, Ian Cole.
Ian Cole.
The one last night ties the game. I mean, I give him partial credit for that Corey Perry tip-in because it was his shot.
Yeah, sure.
Remember that regular season game against Florida early last year, maybe the year before, when he tied the game with like 6 seconds left?
Yes.
They had a face-off with like 7.5 seconds left, and they
just
won it right
whacked
to him,
it.
and he zinged it. Like
I do remember that.
I just rattled off top of the head 7 Evan Bouchard moments.
Yeah.
I don't think we could. I don't think we could do that with any other player.
Also, occasionally
think
he'll
of-
just completely wipe a guy out if they block his shot, which
Yeah,
is
that's true.
helpful.
Yeah.
That is.
Take a couple guys per team off the ice for the game.
Fire one right at, and I mean, also occasionally he will hit his own players.
Yeah.
And that is also the downside of having the Bouch bomb back there. But like, I think it's absolutely cake. I think he is and again, he's a product of being out there with Connor and Leon in that sense. I was also really impressed last night. This thought popped in my head. Loved the goalie pull with 4 minutes left from the Oilers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Love it. Like, I know traditionally a lot of people sit there and go like, why would you do it so early? When you have that collection of talent,
Yeah.
you need 2 goals.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit if you lose by 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, what does it matter?
Yeah.
Unless you have belt line.
Yeah. And the other thing too is San Jose was so passive. It was 6-on-5 and they got into like you
They were
still
playing not to lose.
I know, but like it's not like a penalty kill where you have 4 guys and you have to worry about space. If it's 6-on-5, I think you can be aggressive as all hell. Like they were sitting back way too hard, I thought.
Well, and you could tell that they were gassed because they were in their defensive zone the entire game. Like Celebrini probably should have had an empty net there.
Yeah.
And as a 19-year-old,
Yeah.
you'd think you'd have the legs at the end of the game to win a race, and he couldn't. But that's because the Oilers penned them up in their own zone for so much.
Was
of
that
it.
Bush who got back on that too? Or was it
think
Ekholm?
so, yeah.
One of the
That
two.
might be right.
Someone pointed out too, of course, Rye guy, oil fan, the pass Bouchard gave to McDavid in his 6-point game as well. That's like a clutch play too. It's not just about goals. Like how are you passing the puck as well? Yeah, he did. Like a young LeBron.
That was also a really big part. Like, again, looking at sort of the X's and O's of things, one of the reasons they were able to dominate the Sharks so bad last night is Edmonton was very quick regrouping. Like a couple times where San Jose would lop it down the ice and like go get a change. Bouchard was back, zipping it, the old 2-line pass that wouldn't have been allowed back in the day, but like zipping it to the blue line, they're right back in the offensive zone, and San Jose just never had a chance to catch their breath.
And the amount of times he keeps it in the offensive zone with like a really nice play, batting it out of the air, making a move on a guy in very limited space. Like, yeah, happy to have him on the ice all the time.
Next one I got for you guys. I'm not going to say, and I know we talked about this on Oilers Nation Radio, Evan Bouchard is not going to win the Norris. I think the narrative of Cale Makar is too strong. Zach Werenski's got a good case, all that.
Even Sida's coming through a little bit now.
But if the offensive production stays up, I think the Hockey Canada snub has, in a weird way, given Evan Bouchard some good PR. Evan Bouchard to be a top 3 finalist for the Norris. Is it cake?
You go ahead, Ryder.
Cake.
You think he can do it?
I mean, if it was right now, he'd do it. And I think a lot of those other candidates are going to be gassing themselves out at the Olympics, and he's going to have his feet up, getting ready for the second or the final stretch of the regular season. That might be a leg up.
His odds have improved since the last time we looked. He is now plus 3,000 and the 4th best odds. But somehow Lane Hudson is the 3rd best odds. I feel like that's kind of crazy.
Has to be just because so many Habs fans have bet on him, so it's messing with the market.
Yeah, well, he's over a point per game player too, to be fair, I suppose. Plus 16 on the season.
He started pretty solid too.
Yeah, I think he'll be a finalist. I don't think he'll win. Probably 3rd.
Yeah.
I think that's so. So cake. It is cake.
All right. You guys are in. I think it's cake too. I think he absolutely could. I think the narrative is starting to pull a little bit. And again, it's in a weird way, like as a result of him being left off of the Olympic team. Chris Knobloch's usage of the bottom 6 is a problem. Is that a cake take or a not cake take? Because yesterday, I mean, he did shorten up the bench pretty hard. Janmark had 1 shift or 3 shifts in the 3rd period. Szymanski had 3 shifts in the 3rd. Lazar only had 2. I know Kasperi Kapanen got elevated and Podkolzin was getting moved around. But do you view it as a legit problem the way Knobloch does, or I guess you can say doesn't, use his bottom 6?
If we lost last night, I think that would be cake, but I would say not cake. Like, we were down 3-0 quick, and he played with the lines, and we got back and won. I have a hard time saying that's cake.
Yeah. I don't think it is cake either, but like maybe I could be fooled. You know what I mean? I'd be looking at it like, damn, that could be cake, but it's not cake. So... stuck in the middle of...
It's one of the really foolish ones that you'll see.
Yeah, legit, it's just like, looks like a cake, and then you open it, it's like, oh, this is a brick. You know, like, damn. Got me.
It's like when it'll be like a really old like leather boot, and you'll be like, that looks like surprisingly like too real almost, you know, like a perfect prop. It's got to be cake, and it turns out no, it's just a really weird leather boot.
Can I did a bit of research on this.
Okay, have at her.
Last night, whilst the game was 3-0, and I was watching How to Get Away with Murder. So I went through. I didn't finish. I'll add that. But I went through and I started looking at other Stanley Cup contenders and how they distribute their minutes. So this is based off the Oilers lineup from last night. Okay. So the 7th forward would have been Matt Savoy. So on average this season, he is averaging 30 minutes and 59 seconds a game. So he is a 14-minute player for a third-line guy. Plays penalty kill, obviously, second unit power play, whatever that's worth. Vegas, Brett Howden is their 7th, 14.53. Logan Stankoven is on Carolina, 15.15. Colorado, Jack Drury, 14.46. And Dallas, this is as far as I got in the alphabet, Matt Duchene, 15.45. So I thought that was interesting in the sense of like, maybe the Oilers' bottom 6 just isn't as good as other teams' bottom 6. I feel like that's a part of it.
Or our top 6 is better.
And I think that's also a side of it too. Like Draisaitl and McDavid obviously lead. Draisaitl and McDavid would be on those 4 teams I listed, which is Vegas, Carolina, Colorado, and Dallas, would be have the most time on ice on every team besides Colorado.
Nate. When
Nate is 22.07 and Draisaitl is 22.05. I think that's the other side of it. It's like you said, no other teams have that. Like, even Martin Necas, as great as a player he is, he's not Leon Draisaitl.
And I think that's a good point of, like, the top 6 is so good in Edmonton that, like, okay, I'll read you Carolina's 2nd and 3rd lines. Jordan Stahl, Nick Ehlers, and Jordan Martinook. And then Logan Stankoven, Jackson Blake, and Taylor Hall. that's the same shit.
Taylor Hall is averaging 14 minutes of time on ice this season. So
Right.
he's averaging only 5 seconds more than Matt Savoy.
But my point of like their second and third lines are like razor thin in terms of how good they are. I think Colorado is maybe a little bit different because like Nelson, Nichushkin, like that second line does have a bit of a differentiator. Who was the other team you mentioned? Florida?
It was Vegas, Carolina, Colorado, Dallas. I'll do more research someday.
Yeah, but like even Vegas, they have Marner on the second line. They have Tomas Hertl on the third line, right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of other teams kind of have a first line, like a top line, a middle six, and then a fourth line. Edmonton's kind of a bit more of that top six, bottom six, clear differentiator when the game's close or when you're trying to come back from 3-0. Like, again, like we sit here and say like, oh, spread out the minutes, give all these other guys opportunities. It's so easy when it's not your ass in the jackpot and you're Chris Knobloch. You don't know if you're coaching for your life or not in a situation like that. Like the fire the coach shit was all over Twitter yesterday. You need to do whatever you can to win in that moment. Competitively, you want to win in that moment. Jasper Pond Hockey Tournament, we wanted to win in that moment. Everything else goes out the window. Every plan you had coming in.
I benched myself against Flames Nation. Exactly.
Well, and the thing is, I think with the amount of these like crazy comebacks we've had to make those comeback happen, you need that first line on the ice as much as possible and that second line. If we were up 3-0, it's pretty easy to play your fourth line 14 minutes and your third line 17 minutes, but a little bit trickier when you're down by 3 that early. My biggest concern with it is it felt like a few years ago, maybe 3 years ago when we would have lost to Colorado, that the big dogs on our team were out of gas by that round. And so you do want to conserve some of that. Like, it's a long season already.
Yep.
If you're playing McDavid and Draisaitl the most out of anybody in the league, like, doesn't that make it we're susceptible to them running out of gas in another deep playoff run, plus the fact that we've been to 2 cups in a row?
I think you need to be mindful of that. Regular season ends April 16th. Their schedule actually does lighten up throughout the month of April. I'm okay with playing the shit out of them now so you can go fully off the gas in April.
Okay.
Like when you get to these games in April, I'm looking. You have a San Jose. You end the season against Vancouver. There's a Chicago in there. Who knows if they're in the mix? Utah. Who knows if they're in the mix? Like, you should have 4 or 5 pretty easy games in the month of April. And that's when I'd say, like, I don't think an extra 2 minutes in some games in Jan and Feb is going to like linger on and hurt them in May. But I think in April, if you can really peel back the minutes, that's where you'll see like the payoff from it.
Brian made 2 comments. The first one was, how does the bottom 6 or how does the fourth line look in comparison? And he also said, but the bottom 6 needs to be part of the comebacks.
That's fair.
Go win defensive zone draws for me. When I get out there and I don't want to put Draisaitl and McDavid out to win a D-zone draw, Curtis Lalai, you're going over the bench, win a draw. That's why you're a part of these comebacks. I don't need you to do anything in the offensive zone. Just get the puck to the offensive zone. That's how they can help.
I was just going to say that, like, for me, what could help them contribute in an indirect way, it's not going to show up on the stat sheet, but like looking last night at the McDavid, Draisaitl, Hyman line, like they started in the offensive zone 66% of the time. The Oilers had Connor, Leon, and Kapanen, who were this is a great one actually, only together for the third period. They had 100% offensive zone start percentage. So what does that mean? Well, it wasn't them generating the whistles. It was the other lines. I'd have to go back and watch to be sure. But like that's a way a Curtis Lazar and all those other guys can go have an impact. It's like get out there, get the puck down the ice, win a board battle, get a puck on net, ozone draw, let the big dogs eat. There was one yesterday. I laughed so hard. It was an icing against San Jose in the third period. And again, like the little things you can pick up on being at the game. Connor and McDavid was over the boards and on the ice before the whistle went for the icing. Like it was one of those no doubt icings. And like Chris Knobloch's not sitting there. Or not, McDavid isn't sitting there being like, all right, Nobby, tap me on the shoulder. I'm going. It's like an icing. And McDavid's like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go win this thing.
They're not waiting.
I would love to
other
hear.
other guys aren't getting up either.
No.
Like they know
they know what's up.
I'd love to hear some of the inner dialogue when they're starting to make a comeback, like just what they're saying to themselves. I bet it is so confident.
Oh, I bet they're very confident.
They just
I bet
have
they're also
the
very
look.
calm.
Yeah.
Too. Very
Something
calm.
else I picked up on last night. They win. They're doing their kind of like handshakes by Hyman. Leon Draisaitl was not really celebrating with his team. He was giving it to someone on that Sharks bench. Like the team was celebrating and Draisaitl was like over, not quite at the Oilers bench, but was like barking hard. It might have been Askarov, but I wasn't 100% sure. But he was giving it to someone.
He was chirping at Celebrini last night at a point.
Yeah, I was going to say,
It might have been him.
Jack even pointed it out last night on the broadcast how like he was getting at it with a few of their players.
And Ty, we talked about it, how Leon strikes me as the type of guy, maybe not Connor, but 19-year-old superstar coming into your building, you show him up.
Yeah, I also liked that.
Yeah.
Kapanen, I like that they elevated him last night because he deserved it. There was that one face-off, too.
He was whacking. I think it was Will Smith.
It was. He was just hammering on Will Smith, like cross-checking him hard. I was stunned they didn't give him a penalty for that one. That's also someone commented and said Reeves ? That is another funny part of it is like Kapanen was all over was all over Will Smith.
Yeah.
Celebrini was getting bully balled a little bit as the game went on, and like, what's Ryan Reeves doing?
He can't get on the ice. He's not good enough.
And don't you think that there might be a part of that where he still feels bad about that nurse hit? Like,
Oh, yeah, I forgot he concussed him last year.
5-game suspension for that? Like, that was a no doubt.
They were chirping the shit out of each other in the scrum at one point.
They were?
really?
Okay, so maybe he's over it.
They were face-to-face chirping each other.
But I thought maybe in the back of my mind, like, do you hold off on another huge hit against the same team that you laid an ugly one on?
I think guys get over it. Maybe not.
That I don't think Nurse got over that hit.
No?
You forgive, you don't forget.
I just remember his comments after being like it was a cheap hit. Like you've called him out for being a cheap player.
When Reeves even went to the dressing room.
I don't think he was accepted.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think he was like welcomed.
Went to apologize.
Reeves played 734 last night, and that is the lowest amongst any player who played in the hockey game.
Even Szymanski had more.
Szymanski played 8-11 last night. And
Did he really?
And with
Nice.
Josh Szymanski on the ice, the Edmonton Oilers outshot the Sharks 6-1.
He's a good player.
Only shot against was a goal, but
So hey.
oh well.
So something interesting. I was listening on the radio for the pregame yesterday. Sorry, Aaron. You were not. Probably shouldn't have said that. That one's on me. I heard it through
cut
word
your
of
mic,
mouth.
It was the car next to him. They just both had their windows down.
Yeah, I listened. Yeah, that was it. So the car next to me, I asked him to turn it up so I could hear it a little
Hey, is
bit
that Rob
better.
Brown? Turn it up. I want to hear what Brownie's got to say.
So Chris Knobloch was talking about Szymanski, and obviously everyone was upset. Oh, not everyone. Some people were upset about his minutes, and he joked. He's like, "Yeah, I thought he played really well," and he said he's like, and he loves a short shift. He's like, a kid gets out there, comes right back to the bench.
I did notice that in his first game. That, he's going back to the bench already, and it was about 25 seconds into the shift,
Yeah.
but it was a good chance for him to change. You don't want to be the guy that's out there for too long on your first game.
But that's the funny thing is like he played, I think we played 15 shifts, and if every other shift is 25, 30 seconds, then yeah, no kidding, your time on ice is gonna fall. Like you're the one taking it away from yourself. So it's interesting. You got it up there?
I have his shift chart.
Was it short?
26 seconds. Then he was out there for 36. This one, I'm so bad at doing this math. 35. He had his longest shift last night, just eyeballing it here. He got stuck out there for 58 seconds once.
He was gassed.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need
minute
another
one.
one.
Minute one in the second period, he got stuck. That's
There you go.
That's his longest shift of the game. Yeah.
It's a good habit to be in as well.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a player like that. Like, go out there, do your job, come to the bench.
Yeah.
Right? It's good. You're not getting yourself in trouble.
Especially if you're a little bit nervous.
Totally, yeah. Like, just don't put yourself in a bad spot.
Yeah.
I like that, actually.
Connor McDavid's shifts, very, very funny to look at. He just has multiple that are north of 90 seconds. He took one that was 2 minutes and 9 seconds in the middle of the third period.
McDavid?
Yeah.
It is pretty wild when he's out there for, a minute and a half, and then the camera goes to him, and he doesn't look like, like the start of his shift.
Yeah.
Like, he's not breathing hard.
He'll be out there for 90, and then he hits his reserve tank and just has this turbo speed burst down the ice, and you're like, oh, yeah, he's not human.
And again, that's why the time on icing isn't always on Knobloch. Because you got McDavid. What was his shift at the end of the second period?
Dreisaitl's at the end of the second period was 2:41.
Yeah, there you go.
and his
That's
other
exactly the one I was talking
and
about.
Kapanen and Janmark both changed at a minute 10, and Draisaitl was like, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah.
Because McDavid and Hyman came out.
Yeah, you're right.
That play ended because Draisaitl was too tired to get the puck back. Now imagine if that was Nuge, fresh legs. Like
Yeah.
shit like that pisses me off. It's like, rely on your teammates too. But I think he had played such a bad game that he wanted to try and do it himself, and I understand that side of the competition too, but Szymanski could have had a 20-second shift in that time.
I mixed that in the middle.
Szymanski said that. He's like, that's 8 shifts. Like, he just did 8 shifts in a row. Sitting on the bench just amazed.
Wow. I think my favorite part of Szymanski is he genuinely, you can tell, is absolutely thrilled he's there.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they're down 3-0. He's sitting on the bench just like, I can't believe I get to watch McDavid this close. Like, all of us would be if we just got to go play one game, right?
Well, and for him, too, being German, I would like when he missed that open net against Anaheim, he sat on the bench and I looked at the bench and Draisaitl gave him like a little like, it's okay. And I was like, can you imagine being Josh Szymanski and your like childhood hero from Germany? He's like, hey buddy, you got this. It's okay. And they're sitting by each other on the bench.
Serge Still Cooks is in.
Congrats on still cooking.
He's getting a bit roasted in the chat, and I don't think it's fair. He just suggested earlier, should Savoy play some third line center? I don't think they want to go back to that again. They have tried it a little bit, and they tried it with Roslovic too. Yes, Savoy played a lot of center in junior and through his minor hockey, but I think they want like a legit NHL center. Yeah. I don't think Szymanski's a legit NHL center, but he's definitely a legit center. Mm-hmm. So that's why I think they've brought him up and Savoy's playing on the wing.
All right. Ryder, before we let you go, I wanted to tee you up for this because it's an event we really want to support. It's going on this weekend. It's the annual U13 Memorial Hockey Tournament for the R&R Society. Give me sort of the lowdown on what's going on.
All right. So tonight's the opening ceremonies at the Silent Ice Center. I know that there's games happening both there and in Beaumont. They've got a sick raffle, like over $6,000 worth of stuff that's up for grabs, a PS5, some custom sticks, like VR units.
Damn.
Stuff like sometimes you go to a hockey tournament and the raffle, you're like, none of this stuff is even worth the $20
like
I got to pay to have a chance to win it. There's some really good prizes out there. There's a 50-50 online now. There is a Roomba.
Can you get that for us here?
If I win it, I'll put my little ticket in the Roomba for you.
You've seen the floor downstairs. Quite frankly, it's disgusting.
But R&R Empowering Society of Alberta is who this is for, and Sports Central is going to be one of the beneficiaries. R&R Empowering Society is unbelievable. You may remember the tragedy that shook down about a decade ago where 2 sons were murdered by their father, and their mom has just taken it upon herself to start this incredible charity that really helps get kids into the sport. They do really cool goalie camps for underprivileged kids that maybe can't afford it otherwise. And just all in all, salt of the earth people. So happy to support. Lisa and I are going to be out there probably hosting. There's a coach's skill challenge where they're making all the coaches do like,
oh, I didn't know what you meant by that.
Fastest skater.
That's so
shot. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be on the ice or if we're just going to be there throwing out some high fives, but would love for anybody to pop by. If you see us out there, say hello. Once again, Silent Ice Center tonight is the opening ceremonies, and I think they get going just after 7.
Here, I'll put the link if people want to find the tournament's Instagram as well. If you want to find a way to get in touch, it's in the YouTube chat right now. U13 R&R Memorial Tournament. If you want to give it a go, we're probably going to have some plugs up on our Instagram today too. So look forward to that. What else you got going on this weekend?
It's Lisa's birthday.
Oh, when?
Her and all her friends are going karaokeing, and I am not because they all hog the mic, and I don't need to see a Lisa and her friends concert. I've seen them like pay the karaoke guy like $50, give us the next 6 songs. Like, this is not what people come to karaoke for. No, but I'm just hanging out with my daughter, going to this thing tonight. I'm going to choose the food for the wedding today.
Oh, sick.
Oh,
I'm hoping there's samples.
Yeah.
I don't know if there is, but I'd rather samples than pictures when I'm choosing, you know?
That's fair.
But that's about it.
Do you know what your options are?
Yeah, we're just doing like roaming appetizers all night. So
I like that.
Yeah, I do too. And we're doing it all like post 6:30 p.m. Mm-hmm. So it's not like a full dinner. It's just going to be food available all night. With some of our animal friends, they need food all night or else we'd get in trouble. So you guys included.
Animal friends?
Yeah, they're just like party animals.
Yeah, there's not animals at the wedding. Yeah.
There's a petting zoo.
Well,
there's just going to be lots of carbs available, so nobody ends up puking on the wedding dress.
Thank you for popping on.
Yeah, thanks for having me,
35
fellas.
minutes always flies by. Ryder from The Sauce, weekdays on The Sauce YouTube from 9 till 11. All right, we are going. Oh, there you go. Nation Vacation to Vegas. Ryder's going to be there. Do you want to play blackjack with me and Ryder? Oh, you're a blackjack guy, right? Yeah. Oh, Ryder and I are going to be killing the blackjack table. I can't wait for Vegas. March 24th to 27th, nationgear.ca. Liam, You want to do a little trade rumors talk?
I want to read this Dickie D comment.
Okay, have at her. Oh, is it the super chat?
Dickie D is in. Sick name, Dickie.
There you go.
Does Roslovic have a no movement clause? Maybe we can flip him to the Wild. He would be easy to play against. Not sure if we can sucker a team 0 points in 14 games. Well, that's not true. He had 2 goals against Vancouver when Draisaitl was out of the lineup. Yep. So that's 2 points. So
again, that's also an underrated part of like, if you run into injury issues, he will elevate up your lineup and produce.
Yeah, I don't know, Dickie D, why you'd want to move on from Jack Roslovic, who makes... first of all, no, he does not have a no-movement clause. He did for a while. Remember, he had that 4 team for like a month. He makes $1.5 million. You're a team.
No, sorry, he still does.
Does he still have it?
Yeah, it's...
Did it change? What was that 4-team?
It was a no move until November 4th, and then it became a 4-team trade list. So he can pick 4 teams and give it to the Oilers.
Bloody hell.
Careful.
Yeah, that would be a silly Billy idea.
I'll one up you. Real stupid idea.
Yeah, come on, buddy.
He makes $1.5 million. You can't...
And also, he's gone on like... He's a streaky player. We've seen it good and bad this season, but I also think that we're not sitting here being like, this is a bad thing. You know what I mean? Also, Sergey's back in and being like, I've been a fan for 43 years. I can handle some kickback from the haters, Liam. I was defending you, buddy. I don't know why you're coming back at me.
I don't know.
Savoy shouldn't play 3C. That's a dumb idea. How about that one? I will come at you now. Go get a real third line center. He's a perfectly fine winger.
And go get a real job.
Hey, we don't know that.
Hey, whoa. I'm drinking champagne right now, brother.
Can I read this super chat from Bob? But I'm going to read it verbatim. Because he was nice enough to donate $7.
Okay.
The best stat is PPJ, Marak and Nate 61%, Makar without Nate is 25%, Bouch and Davo 59%, Bouch without Davo 58%, LOL. Is that? I don't think that's power play percentage. That must be goals for percentage. And yeah, like Makar.
Best stats for PP Merrick.
I just got dumber trying to read that.
I'm trying to understand what he meant. I think he means goals for plus minus maybe. And he got messed up typing it.
Put it back in again, Bob. You don't have to do the super chat when we see what we're getting. How about that?
All right. Milky Way VG. Bold predictions. Szymanski and Klatz break camp next season, and Tavares gets traded this March. Stick taps for Ben. See y'all in the Cup Finals.
See you there. Wait.
John Tavares has 3 more seasons at $4.3 million. I don't think he would ever waive to leave Toronto.
No, I think he had his opportunity to leave this summer.
And he re-upped.
On
a sweetheart deal.
Yeah, I think the thing with Tavares and Toronto, honestly, more than him, I guess, they'll probably be fine next season. Like, they've had a bad year. There's no doubt about it. And they should sell off some assets. But they have enough top-end talent they can retool on the fly and be right back at it.
Yeah, they need like one good summer, not 2 good summers.
Exactly. Like, Boston is doing it right now. There was one other team, too. I'm trying to think who it was. Like, Winnipeg's in the same boat. Like, you don't need to panic. You still have Hallebuck, Scheifele, Morrissey. Yeah. Like, you'll be fine.
Andre the Dragon, I think is the name.
Sick.
Maybe save this for a later convo, but lots of goalie injuries in the league right now. Do we do right by picks and possibly get a little something for our troubles? I still don't think you're getting anything for Calvin Pickard if you trade him. I think like you could do right by him, but again, at this moment in time, there's no need to take away that layer of depth for no reason.
Yeah. I think they're probably just going to keep hold of him as long as they can.
Even from the perspective of like, if a team blew your doors off, called you and said, we'll give you a 4th-round pick for Calvin Pickard, which like, when you look at the goalie market, that would be blowing your doors off. If you're the Oilers, do you need that 4th-round pick so bad that you're willing to lose that layer of depth and lose that piece of insurance?
Well, we were talking yesterday about having to move picks in the Mangiapane deal.
Yeah.
Is that one that you could just use? Be like, okay, we got rid of picks, but we just moved on from Mangiapane. Now all of a sudden, what's Mangiapane? 3.6?
Yeah.
4.6 million. I think, I'd be more than willing to take anything I could for Calvin Pickard, to be honest. And I do think teams are desperate enough that they're calling up James Reimer to play.
So I think Philly lost Sam Urson the other day, and they don't like Sam Urson anyways.
Yeah.
They have, as it sits right now, $17 million in cap space. I wonder maybe if you could call Philly and be like, hey, do you need Calvin Pickard? They go, yes. And you say, okay, but you're taking Mangiapane as well. And Philly goes like, yeah, sure, we need the top 9 help. Whatever.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's so you can attach him. Like Pickard becomes a positive asset.
Yeah, like Pickard's viewed as a positive.
I do wonder when we get to a point of like Pickard just being like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like I want to play hockey games. You know what I mean?
But like, and I get it, but like,
I think he's already made that move in the sense of like those comments that he had respect the other day.
yeah,
I just don't think that's not nothing. It's cake.
it's cake. I agree that he's not. Well, we know he's not happy. He said he's not happy. He said he wants to play all this stuff, but like, if I'm Chris Knobloch or if I'm Stan Bowman and Pickard comes to me and says I'm being treated unfair, I'd pull up his numbers and say, what are you talking about?
I don't think he would say I'm being treated unfair. I think he'd just be like, I want to play. I don't think Pickett's the kind of guy that would go there and like whimper. You know what I mean? I think he'd be go like, hey, like I understand what you guys want and everything, but like if it's an opportunity for me to leave and play somewhere, I'd rather do that than just sit here.
Yeah.
I think that's fair, and I think the organization has proven on many other times too. Like I think of a recent one in Troy Stetcher, like they did not want to put Stetcher through waivers.
No.
And I think that's probably why they haven't put Pickard through waivers too a little bit here.
Yep.
And they got to the point where it's like, well, we just got to do it, but we're trying to trade you and it's not working.
Mm-hmm.
Are you good?
Yeah, I just had a really big yawn there. SDPN said they would expect the Sherwood package for McMahon. I would give up 2 seconds for McMahon if they take Mangiapane in the deal.
I'd give up 2 seconds even if they didn't take him.
But I'm saying, how nice would it be if you could give up 2 seconds for McMahon, and then if you want to sign him this summer and bring him back, you have the cap space built in right there from getting out of Mangiapane.
Yeah, and that's fair too.
Mm-hmm.
Shooter with a shooter comment. If someone paid me $1 million to sit around and hang out, I'd shut up and enjoy the view.
Yeah, it's the same argument though with like when coaches get fired and then they go back to work and you're like, why wouldn't you just sit at home and do
because
this?
the competitors.
Yeah,
they want to
shooter,
play.
we don't have the drive of professional athletes.
Yeah,
Exactly, Aaron.
It's-
If they were wired like you, they wouldn't be professional athletes.
be-
Hey, they
New-
couldn't podcast like we do,
Yeah, no, definitely not.
right?
It's the same thing when
Former players never do that.
It's a tough life, boys.
Shooter doesn't watch the games and he comments every day. Get rid of Frederick too. You literally just asked before how he played last night because you didn't watch the damn game. God damn it, Doug. Sick and tired of it. I kind of want Doug to be someone like we know, but I know he's not. Like I know who he is already.
It's was.
I think they can get out of Mangi. I just think they're trying to get the best package they can. I don't think that's true at all. That was from Devil Kid. I don't think that's true for 1 second. I think if they could have dumped Mangiapane for free, they would have done it yesterday because they would have been accruing cap space.
I agree. I think they would have done it a while ago.
Like the guy sitting in the press box, if you think they're sitting here being like, boy, I wonder if he'll up his trade value, like there's no shot.
Now, there was a point when Leon had to go back home and visit. There's a moment when you go, oh, man, I'm thankful that we have a fourth liner guy that's sitting as a healthy scratch because you never know when injuries or those things pop up. So that was a positive then, but
then that
the
could just
writing's
be
on the wall, brother.
That could just be Quinn Hudson, right? Like you could just bring him up.
Yeah, fair enough.
Not that we want to have the Quinn Hudson debate again, do we?
Tweeter.
Quinn Hudson, by the way, same age as Vasily Podkolzin. Yeah. If we're reading comments, why not address the elephant in the room?
Joel?
He's
not here again. He had a
Lack of
math
Joel?
exam.
I
Joel is
actually-
not 15.
KV.
He's 14.
We just know he's not 15. We don't know what age he is. We just know he's not 15.
The handsome.
KV, the handsome mustached elephant.
Skinner?
Rico?
Adam Henrique was here today.
Yeah, he was downstairs at our bakery.
He was at our bakery.
Yeah. Didn't want to come upstairs and have a chat, though, did he?
No.
Not that either one of us spoke to him. The only one who bagged milk held the door for him.
Yeah, and he said, oh, that was Adam Henrique.
Yeah. Hope he enjoyed whatever he got from the bakery, though.
He said McMahon looks like Liam.
Oh. Does he? Or does he look like Kapanen? Bobby McMahon.
Are we all the same?
Yeah, I see it. I see it a little. Not as much as Cheeks, but I see it a little. Someone said Yanni's been buzzing. Oh, it was Matthias Janmark who commented it. I don't know if he...
I don't think
Hair and mustache, yes, but no eye color.
I think my hairline is significantly better than Bobby McMahon's.
Yes, that's true.
Like, Bobby McMahon could be bald.
He would look good bald, actually.
There
PT Barnum.
There it is.
No!
It's so funny. It's so funny how. Okay, if you took that and put it onto one of those websites where you put two images together to see what their baby would look like. Oh, yeah. If you did PT Barnum and Bobby McMahon, you probably get Liam.
You get
Damn.
Liam. I'm sorry, Liam.
The PT
that's so
Barnum's
funny.
not good. God, I love The Greatest Showman, though. What a movie.
What a movie.
What a movie.
That's Hugh Jackman plays P.T. Barnum.
Yeah,
right?
he does.
So that's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Pull up Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, here,
When we eventually get a movie made about this show,
I'll have Hugh Jackman play me.
Yeah.
He's in my Instagram group chat with my friends. He's never responded, but he's in there.
Okay.
That's what we're
Really?
talking
He played
about, Liam.
PT Barnum.
Yeah, look at him.
He doesn't really look like PT Barnum.
Oh, click that one, Aaron. The one down, just below that one. Yeah, right. Right. That one. That's me.
That looks nothing like
I
you.
could see it.
You also made of
P.T.
adamantium?
Yeah.
X-Men
I heard
reference.
that.
X-Men reference.
Yeg Jacob, I heard the Leafs are in on PT Barnum. The question, does Edmonton want to win the Pacific Division or remain second? Probably win.
Always win.
Yeah, probably win.
Did someone ask it?
Yeah, someone just did. They probably want to win. I mean, listen, who are you getting in? Like, if the playoffs ended right now and you're in second, you get Seattle. If you win the division, you get Utah. Are you at all frightened by either one of those two hockey clubs?
No.
No.
I mean, I think Utah would obviously be the team I'd rather not play out of the two for obvious reasons. They have better players.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I'm not too worried about either team. Matthias Yamak said, is Edmonton serious about Bobby McMahon?
Yes.
Yes.
All from
reports.
the news desk of Tyler and Liam, yes.
Ben Yoda said it to us yesterday. I think Freeman's brought it up once too, and there was somebody else who brought it up.
From the internet show that told you 3 weeks before the Jari trade that they were probably going to end up with Tristan Jari. Yes, they're interested in Bobby McMahon.
That was the other one.
From the show that brought up Jake Wallman 2 months before anyone else brought up Jake Wallman.
Well, to be fair, no one had that. No one told us that. That was just me. That was my own
Just a
insight.
smart boy.
Yeah.
Trent Tredrick. We were all over Freddie.
Yeah, that one worked out. That was good.
Yeg Jacob says Utah terrifies me. Their goalie's name is Carroll.
Rusty, tell us about Utah.
Liam, don't you throw Shooter McGavin my way on After Dark. You.
Shoot us, can you leave a voicemail?
He's
to
banned
send
from
it to Aaron.
voicemails.
Yeah, I think Bobby McMahon is legit. I do think the Oilers, this is my own thought, like, I don't think Scott Lawton's nothing to Edmonton as much as we maybe don't like him. I think the 50% retention on someone of his ability is something that they might like. Mm-hmm. So I do think that's a good idea. So I don't think that's bad. There's a few.
Surge Still Cooks dropped in $13.99. Liam, I was not classifying you as one of your haters. I appreciate your defense. Just saying I can handle it from the others. I still think Savoy deserves a better look. Agree to disagree. Thank you for the donation.
Thank you, Serge. Maybe one
It's hard
day.
to read tone though in the chat.
Yeah.
So I do think his original message was just being like, I got it. Like I can take it.
Never seen you in the chat before, Serge.
Milky Way, Manjan Rico gone, picks in the AHL, $7 million to work with. Who's the best piece we get? I don't think we can just sit here, snap our fingers, and say Rico's gone.
Well, how about we do sit here and snap our fingers while you send us some trade proposals?
Yeah,
We could do that for the last 20 minutes.
we could do that. We could do some trade proposals. Why not? Drop them in. We should also probably do the thing where we put out the call on Twitter and get people to send them to us, and then we break them down.
Should I do something that might be a bit silly, but might be a good idea at the same time?
Well, I can't really say no.
So I have this whole thing on my sheet here, right, where I have the previous trades if people are looking for ideas. Mm-hmm. I could put a link in the chat and put it on viewer only, and then people could look and see if there's comparisons.
This is a smart thing to do, yep.
All right. There's a lot of stuff going on in here, folks. Some stuff's old, so just be careful what you're finding. But I will...
Yeah, viewer only. Don't let
I got to figure out. Anyone with a link?
Show us.
Viewer only. Let me send this...
While you do that, I'm going to tell people that all of our trade talk is brought to you by the Hurley and Levelware collaboration. Golf is having a moment right now, and not just in the traditional sense. What used to feel buttoned up has opened into something way more cultural. You're seeing athletes from all kinds of pro sports get into golf, whether it's basketball, hockey, football, even surfers using it as their new competitive outlet, a way to hang out and enjoy the game differently. That is where the Hurley with Levelware collaboration comes in. Hurley brings that laid-back board sports energy, and the collection pulls inspiration from Hawaiian and coastal prints. Relaxed, expressive, and rooted in lifestyle, Levelware takes that inspiration and brings it to life through performance-driven, sustainably made apparel that's built to move and play. The result is the Fairwaves collection, modern golf silhouettes that feel lighter, more wearable, and less rigid. It's respectful of the game's roots, but definitely not stuck in tradition. The collection is live and available on Levelware's website. To shop, go to levelware.com. Check out the polos, hoodies, hats, and casuals. A little bit of trade talk here. Elliot Friedman saying it sounds like the Blue Jackets and Mason Marchment are going to find a way to get a deal done. So maybe scratch him off the board. I know we had briefly talked about would he be a guy you'd have interest in. The Panthers, per Dave Pagnotta, apparently could have interest in a guy like Nazem Kadri. I mean, listen, I'm sure they do. I think it's similar to Panarin, where it would be very, very difficult for them to fit him in this season. And I also think teams kind of just use Florida as a scare tactic in negotiations now. I think GMs are very quick to float out like, Florida likes him, right?
Yeah.
Matt Larkin outlined 8 possible trade destinations for Elias Pettersson.
Oh, Oilers on the list?
I'll tell you, I haven't read it. I'm reading it live on the go. Number 1, Buffalo. That'd be funny. Number 2, Carolina. That makes a lot of sense. Number 3, Chicago. Also makes a lot of sense. Next one's Detroit. Less sense, but I could see it. Next one is LA. Would be a hilarious thing for Ken Holland to do, so I think he should do it. Minnesota's next. I don't think he's a fit there. Also, Hughes, Pettersson. Well, maybe they get along. I don't know. Philadelphia Flyers. Pettersson back with Tocchet. Sounds like an absolute disaster. San Jose. That would be my pick.
San Jose. I think that would be a good one. Did he say Detroit? He did say Detroit, right? I think it'd be a good thing for Pettersson to move on. Get a fresh start. I still think he's got a lot to give. He's only like 27, 28. So I'd be in on that one. Vancouver, what would they even get? When was we haven't seen a player like that get moved in the sense of like terms on his deal. Like probably a few firsts, a couple at least.
Ooh, I don't know. I think part of it would be
just one first and like a good couple of prospects.
I think it would depend on how much, if they're willing to eat money, or if they're willing to take bad contracts back. So like, I don't think Chicago really has bad contracts on the books right now. That's kind of the one thing they've done well. Who's a team that'd be a decent example? Like Carolina. Does Carolina sit there and say, we'll give you a first? And Vancouver goes, how about it's a first, it's Kotkaniemi, and it's Bradley Nadeau? And like we take some bad money back?
Yeah. Who is the bad Kotkaniemi? Yeah, well, they'll have to take some money back to get to the floor.
No, they have that too. You need to be mindful of that, right?
Yeah. So they might have to take
I think the contract and his struggles grossly hurts his value. If they aren't willing to eat money or take back a contract, I don't think they even get a first round pick.
I think they have to take back a contract no matter what.
Yeah.
And I think they, like, for the purpose of cap, but also to, like, maybe that fresh start can help you a little bit as well. Being Vancouver.
Okay. Let's get to some of the comments here. Mulick said Mangiapane in a second for Morgan Barron. To me, that's a deal you do 2 hours until the deadline. I think you try to aim higher, and if you can't, you just do that. Is that fair?
Yes, I would think that's fair.
Milky Way,
I actually think, I don't know a ton about Morgan Barron, but I think Mangiapane would be a reason why you'd have to go to a second-round pick.
Someone complained about the amount of ads. The show is free, and Liam and I have to get paid somehow. Milky Way, would a guy like Alexis Lafreniere be decent or too risky? Far too risky.
Too risky.
If you're going to be able to afford a guy at that cap hit, I'd rather just take more assets, granted, but go get a real established name that'll be out there on the market.
Yeah, I agree.
What do the Oilers have to do to get rid of Frederick? Stop talking about it. Stop asking about Trent Frederick. I really am sick of talking about it. Danger Suede, why would San Jose do all that with their upcoming contracts, ruin any salary structure? But that's the thing about San Jose, Danger Suede, is that they have so much money that it just doesn't matter. Like, by the time Celebrini needs an extension, Logan Couture's contract is off their books. There's $8 million right there, right? Like by the time Misa needs a deal, Toffoli comes off the books. They heading into this summer, even though they've already extended guys like Eklund has an extension that's locked in, Wenberg they just extended. They still have a little bit of big money on the books, like all these other things. With all of that, they have $54 million in projected cap space next year. 2027-28, they have $92.5 million in projected cap space. They can take an $11 million gamble on Pettersson and afford it.
And I think it would probably work.
Probably.
I think the environment is everything for Pettersson. I think San Jose seems like a pretty solid environment for them all to be in.
Yeah. What else do we got going on here?
People, Jason asks, is there a 0% chance Panarin wants to play in Edmonton? I think if he went to the summer, Edmonton would have a shot. I don't think they have a shot right now for salary cap purposes.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to work. I think if he's going to take, and Edmonton would definitely be coming in not paying market value, but trying to sell him on winning. If Edmonton went to him and is like, hey, we found a way to make the cap work, it's a 3-year, $10 million contract, and then Florida just went, hey, we're going to give you 3x8 or 4x8, and Aaron would go to Florida.
Jacob, I think it was you who put it in there first as well.
Laine?
Nah. He's also injured.
He's hurt, he's expensive, and he's not a guy who thrives in a bottom six role. So for all those reasons, I'm out.
I think when he's healthy, he's a perfectly fine player. And Jacob followed up by saying, imagine Laine on a McDavid's line. Even Draisaitl's line, probably a better fit, to be honest.
Yeah.
Actually, no, probably McDavid. I just don't think he's going to be moved. What team is he? He's on Montreal. He's on Montreal. Right?
Yeah. Mulick said, Pettersson gives me major Laine vibes. I mean, both, high picks that had one great season? Like, Laine scored 44 goals, and since then he scored 30 once, then got hurt, so he never got to 30. Then he got hurt again. 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 And then he got hurt again.
Now that's injury prone.
He literally has not played 82 games since the 2018-19 season. And even in what was the shortened year? That was 2020, 2021?
Yeah.
Or was it 21-22?
One of those two, at least.
Either way, he didn't play a full season that
year. Gaz puts in there, too, just on the Line A conversation. We don't need a power play specialist. That's the other thing, too. Like, Line A, he's not going on the power play. Could potentially be the best of all time again this season.
Yeah, Milky Way said, I've heard a lot of talk about Boone Jenner, but I worry he wouldn't fit well. I think he would. He's versatile. The Oilers like versatility. Again, last night, I know people roll their eyes at the blender, but the Edmonton Oilers had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different combinations of lines play at least a minute and a half together. That's
and actually,
pretty crazy.
If I'm not mistaken, the line that played the second most together at 5-5 was the fourth line.
Mm-hmm.
I think, and they actually had pretty decent results, right?
You would be correct on that, Liam.
So
you would be correct.
That's good. It's a good thing.
Yep. What if Charlie Coyle could unlock Freddie? We talked about that. Like, I like Charlie Coyle because of who Charlie Coyle is. I think if you're going out there and bringing in a guy just to try and unlock Freddie, you're doubling down on a bad bet. You're doubling down on a 12 at the blackjack table.
You want to read that super chat?
$5 super chat from Brian Letwenick, who said, I don't think we should spend any assets to get out of contracts, but with Colorado and... Okay, wait, hold up. Reset. I don't think we should spend any assets. Get out of contracts, sure, but with Colorado and the likes, save them for next year and fix things properly. But my counterpoint to that, Brian, is Colorado's in the Central, man. By the time you get to them, they, one, might be out. Remember the year? Everyone was so scared of Boston, Boston's going to steamroll the whole East. Out in round one, lost to Florida. Colorado lost to Seattle a number of years ago. If Colorado was in Edmonton's division, I would give that a little bit more time of day. But the fact that you would not have to meet them until you hypothetically get to a conference final, there's no reason, if you're an Oilers fan, to be all that scared of the Avalanche. And it has nothing to do with the quality of team that they are. It has everything to do with the fact that you wouldn't play them till round 3. Who cares? They could be beaten to shit. Someone could tear their ACL. Their goalie could get cold. All of these things could happen by the time you get to round 3. So I don't think you go into the trade deadline being like, keep your powder dry, stand pat, because we're just going to put our hands up and say Colorado wins it all.
I also think you should live under the assumption that do others still have McDavid and Draisaitl?
Yeah.
And they could still be, they are the current back-to-back reigning Western Conference champions. Like,
Yep.
I think other teams fear the Oilers more than we want to go ahead and assume they would. And that's fine too. Like, I understand why people would undermine their own team, I guess you could say. I don't mean that in like a bad way. I just get it.
Someone asked, put in a mock trade that has William Nylander at 50% retained.
Hell yeah. Let's hear it. Where is it?
I don't even want to read it because it actually makes me so mad when people say stuff. Bobby McMahon and Nylander 50% retained for Henrique, Janmark, Aki, Mangiapane, a second, a first, and another pick.
I say yes.
That's on, like, clip it, frame it, Hall of Fame dog shit trade idea.
It's Bobby McMahon, by the way, not Bobby McCann.
It's McMahon.
McCann plays for Seattle.
Was a Maple Leaf, though.
Yeah, that's right. He was a Maple Leaf.
They acquired him so that they could expose him in the expansion draft and not lose Justin Hall.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Do you know Schlemko actually was taken in the Vegas Golden Knights expansion draft?
Really?
Yeah, he never played for them. But
They must have waived him.
Must have, yeah.
So there's a clip that's going viral of Kyle Dubas when he was the Leafs GM at that expansion draft. So he's on the phone and he hangs up and he's talking to the room with like Shanahan and stuff. And he's like, Pittsburgh will give us McCann, but the cost is Philip Hollander and a first round pick.
Philip Holland?
It was a prospect they used to have. I don't
Okay.
think he panned out. And the room's kind of like, oh, but we're going to lose him. And he goes, yeah. And I think it's Shanahan who maybe says it. He goes, yeah, but then we're basically just paying Hollander and a first to keep Kerfoot and Hall. And the room's like, yeah, do the trade.
Oh, no. That's not good, is it?
Yeah, it was Kerfoot and Hall. Nylander has a no movement clause. Yes, he also has 7 more years on his contract. Like, what?
Yeah, Nylander's not getting moved, guys. He's staying put in Toronto.
Yep. Yeah, the Avs, Wild, and Stars are going to beat the shit out of each other. Absolutely.
That's the thing. Like, forget last year too.
Sorry, that person goes, sorry for the wrong spelling and terrible trade proposal. That's on me. Yeah, hey, listen, man. Just accountability. It was really dumb. That's fine. You can try again on Monday and all that.
Yeah. Give it another. I wouldn't do another one today. Hold off. It was like last season when Colorado got eliminated by Mikko Rantanen in Dallas.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, Dallas is going to kick the shit out of Edmonton. They are marching to the Stanley Cup final.
Star power, Rantanen.
The Oilers had it all. They were a much better team. What do we think of Eric Haula?
I like him.
I think that's a decent
One of my
option.
favorite check down options.
And one of my favorite sayings. Haula, city of squalor.
Think how often you could say that if he was here.
I know. Imagine.
Shooter McGavin, Liam Tyler, ask Schlemko about East Glen High. We went to school together and used to carpool. We don't know who you are. Like, what are you talking about?
Shooter has gone from I'm not Doug Waite to full on just call me Doug. I'm Doug Waite. God damn it, Doug.
That's why he never emailed for his Sports Closet gift card, because he just knows he's Doug. And he doesn't want to out himself.
I don't want to give him the attention, but now I want to dox Shooter McGavin. He sent you an email before, right?
I know, he did. I would never do that. What do we think about Kirby Doc? Can't stay healthy. Ryan O'Reilly or bust? Get ready to bust, big boy. Oh.
Put it on a quote card.
I think I'm
Big boy was a choice too.
Oh, show's over. Thank you to our great sponsors. It was a pleasure working with you all. What do you got for lunch?
I'm not telling you.
Yummy milk.
I like 5 messages just came in at the same time about this. This is not. I think we should gloat on this for a little bit longer.
Get ready to bust, big boy. Well.
Oh boy.
That's bad. That's bad.
Should we
You
do a
can't say
quick
stuff like that.
a quick what's trending and wrap it up?
Yeah, and I know which one you want to lead with on what's trending, and it's not good considering what I just said.
I know. I was wondering if I should just skip that and go to the second one.
It is legitimately sad news, but rest in peace to Catherine O'Hara,
Yeah,
Canadian legend.
brutal.
I love Schitt's Creek.
Home Alone as well, obviously
Yeah.
a big one. She was
And she was
great.
everywhere, man, like a legit superstar.
Yeah, and in like an era of Canadian stars, I think obviously with John Candy as well, and Eugene Levy, another one. Really sad. Happened right before we went live, so Pretty brutal.
Canadian royalty.
Yeah, I think
yeah.
obviously like new fans of Catherine O'Hara would know her from Schitt's Creek, but I mean like
me.
who doesn't watch Home Alone every Christmas? Probably you.
Correct.
But
I've seen it once,
people,
I think.
Most people do. So yeah, that was really brutal news before the show. So yeah. Really sad.
Super sad. Big bummer. SCTV Beetlejuice. She was so funny from Gaz. Yeah, she was.
SCTV.
So good.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think people realize how big that is.
Yeah.
SCTV.
That catapulted so many Canadian comedy legends.
Yeah. It was amazing. I believe it was shot in Edmonton.
It's old CTV building.
Yeah. So
John Candy, Eugene Levy.
Is that the SCTV?
Yeah, Catherine O'Hara, Martin Short, Rick Moranis, Harold Ramis.
Rick Moranis, yeah.
There's Ghostbusters right there.
Yeah. Crazy. So, yeah, really sad news before we went live.
Aaron, your homework for the weekend is to watch Schitt's Creek. It's so funny.
Yeah, it is.
I am in the market for a new show.
Schitt's Creek. How to Get Away with Murder. That was a good one, too.
Yep.
I'd pick both of those over Young Sheldon every day of the week. And I'll tell you that right now.
A couple other things that were trending. The Elks released Trey Ford.
Yeah, Trey Ford era's over.
That seemed inevitable. What a year. It went from we are back, we have our QBs, like, oh, crap. This guy's not that good.
Yeah.
The Elks made a trade. I signed someone yesterday who, not a big CFL guy, but I believe he was the Montreal Alouettes top target when Cody Fajardo was in Montreal. They even announced how much money he made, which is crazy. The other one, Tyler, which brings us back to our roots, in the AJHL, Olds Grizzlies owner Mo Jamal says if game attendance doesn't pick up significantly, he may be forced to sell and or move the AJHL franchise. There's a quote, and it says, this year's current projected loss is going between 125,000 to 150,000.
That's not good.
So, yeah, if you're in Olds like Jay Rosehill, might be losing your junior team. It's too bad. The Olds Grizzlies, I don't know if Brooks did this, but Olds were at least the last team before, if Brooks did or didn't, to win 3 AJHL titles in a row. So, it'd be too bad if they were to leave, but also, too, if you're not getting supported, then what are you going to do? Just sit there and wait? There's only so much you can do sometimes.
Someone said, I'm petitioning for Oilers superfan Danny Martinello to come on the show. He is from the show Office Movers. I liked him in Office Movers. I just followed him on Instagram. Maybe he'll follow me back. If he follows me back, we'll get him on the show. He does a lot of his comedy in an Oilers jersey. I see that.
Oh, cool.
He might be a funny guest.
Sure.
St. Albert needs an AJHL team. No, they don't.
No, they don't. It's better for like
smaller
Strathmore, places like that.
Yeah.
Ryan is in. He said the Grizzlies don't do anything to get fans into their games. Maybe that's why. Maybe this is part of the plan. I believe Mo and his team are. This is their first year owning the team.
And where do you think they want to move them? Who knows?
I think it might be Adri.
Okay, interesting.
I don't know if they have the ring, but we'll see.
Okay, Patrick Kane kind of sets an NHL record.
What do you mean?
So most points by an American-born player, but he's still behind Brett Hull, who was born in Canada but had dual citizenship and chose to always represent the USA. So Brett Hull. So it's the most points by an American-born player, but not the most points by an American native hockey player.
Okay.
Very confusing. But
congratulations.
It's a record. And they played Freebird. Congratulations to Patrick Kane, I guess.
Yeah.
And are we just going to have to do this again when he passes Brett Hull?
Yes.
I don't get it.
Huh.
There you go. To be fair, Mangiapane does his comedy in an Oilers jersey. Get it? See what I did there?
I have to go to the bathroom.
Well, NHL record for most hat tricks in a month was set today. Aaron, who do you got on pre? Or last night? Aaron, who do you have on pre and post tomorrow?
I got me and Zachary Lang making his return to pre and post game. It's been a minute. I haven't seen Zach in a minute. So yeah, dude, we only have 3 more games remaining.
Oh yeah, wow.
Oh, don't look too excited.
To the mid-season finish line where I can focus on game shows, the priority at hand. But yeah, Zach on Saturday, 7 p.m. pre-gaming. See you there.
All right, that is a wrap on today's edition of the show. I'm sorry for saying that thing I said 10 minutes ago, everybody. Hand up, that's on me. But I look forward to being back in the chair on Monday because at least that won't get me fired. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to Ryder for popping on today. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the hockey tomorrow, pre and post game, 7 o'clock tomorrow night with Aaron. We'll see you all back here Monday, noon Mountain. Oil up. What's up, Nation citizens? If you enjoyed today's episode of Oilers Nation Everyday, make sure you hit the subscribe button here on our YouTube to not miss any of our content. We got you covered from interviews, insight, analysis, everything you need to stay up to date on everything around the team. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a video.